Hello students. Now our chapter 1 is over and now come to the exercise portion. I have given you the exercise. So this class is just to help you to complete the exercise. Please complete the exercise and submit the worksheet so that I should know how much you can understand the lecture. Now the first question. Briefly explain the basic architecture of the computer. The answer is the question number 1. If you have the book, then okay. If you don't have the book, you have the PDF one, which I provided you a complete PDF of this chapter. So this figure, basic architecture of the computer. So answer, question number answer is the figure of basic architecture of computer. And explanation. Explain each topic means whatever the terms come in the figure, input unit, output unit, CPU, memory. Just one line about each thing. The question number 2. What do you understand by the input unit? Input unit is the input device which take the data from the user, convert it to the machine format so the computer can understand easily. Means using the input unit, we can provide the data to the computer. Computer is taking the data through the input unit. This is the significance. Means computer can take the data through input unit. Now, third question. What is the function of the CPU? Central Processing Unit. It's the main unit. It controls all the devices of the computer. All the working of the computer, all the controlling is done here. The subunit is ALU, CU and register. You have to explain each one by one. Right? Question number 4. What functions are performed by the control unit? Can we call it control center of computer system? Why? Now, in the CPU there is one control unit. I have given you in the PDF about the control unit. That line come to this answer, means working of the control unit. It control all the hardware of the computer, control all the devices, all the working of the computer. So the answer is there. You can take the answer from there. The answer is what is the significance of the control unit. Question number 5. What is the function performed by ALU? All arithmetical and logical operation is performed by the ALU. It is independent unit. It comes in the CPU. So it is a part of the CPU. The ALU standalone cannot do any work until CU direct to do this one. So it is not the standalone unit. It comes in the part of the CPU. Right? Distinguish. Now the question number 6. Distinguish between CPU and ALU. CPU is the outer unit and ALU come in the CPU. That is the difference. ALU is the part of the CPU. CPU has 3 parts: CU, ALU and register, and ALU is one of the part of the CPU. Now question number 7. function of output unit in a computer system? Give example of some output devices. Function of the output unit. Through output unit, the output unit receive the data in machine format, convert it to the user understandable format, so the user can understand what the data is. Just example, the speaker. If a voice is in the computer, it should be in the 10 format, and in the 10 format you just can't understand what the voice is. So speaker take the data in the 10 format, convert it to the voice format, and so that you can audible the voice. So output unit take the data from the computer, convert it to the user understandable format, and pass it to the user. Just monitor, printer, speaker, all are the output devices. Give some example of the output device. Monitor, printer, speaker, all are the output device example. What does memory play in the function of the computer? During memory. Question number 8. Memory. Memory is the storing device. Storing device means you have to store the data in the memory. The smallest storing device is the register, then RAM, then secondary storage device. So you have to answer this memory using the figure, complete figure. Memory, primary memory, secondary memory, interprimary, RAM and ROM. The complete one. Give the complete answer about this question. You have question. I have given you the complete exercise. Pick up the complete exercise. So I am just helping you what the answer should be. Take the PDF, write the answer, and submit the answer. Now, define the following. I think I didn't take in this one, so I take this one. Question number 9. Define each of the following, that is byte, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte and terabyte. Now, I will take the answer of this one. Byte. Computer is an electronic device. It works on the 0, 1. So, this is called bit. Either 0 or 1 is called the bit. Now, combination of 8 bit is called 1 byte. 10, 10, 810. Combine that 1 byte. 1024 byte. It's 1 kilobyte. That is 1 kilo. It's called 1 K. 1024 kilobyte is called 1 megabyte. Now 1024 megabyte is 1 gigabyte. We can write like this also. 1 KB, 1 MB, 1 GB, it's a B, and 1024 gigabyte is called 1 terabyte. 1 T. This is the answer. Now,
अभी बात आ रही है ऊपर।
किसका फोन था? किसका फोन था?
now question number 10. What is the meaning of term volatile primary memory? What can be done to overcome the problem of the volatility? Pehla, what is the primary memory? Primary memory is the memory through which the computer can interact directly. So in the primary memory, there are two memory, RAM and ROM. Now the question, what is the meaning of term volatile primary memory? Volatile means when the power is off, the content present in the memory is just finished. That is called the volatile means power off, content gone. Power is present, content is present. When the power is off, content is gone. That is called the volatile. How? What can be done to overcome the problem of the volatility? That we can do the secondary memory. The problem of volatility can be overcome using the secondary memory. Means if you want to store the data permanently, you can store the data in the secondary memory, so that the data will not be lost. The data will contain permanently. Now, the question number 11. Distinguish between internal and external memory. Internal and external. Internal means internal to the processor. इसमें here comes the register, cache. Register and cache, that is internal to the processor. And external memory, internal to the CPU. Here the RAM is also in the internal one. And is external, all the secondary storage devices are the external memory, external to the CPU. Here I am some doubt. I will see this. The RAM will come to the internal or in the external one. But the register and cache in the internal and secondary storage device is the external. I will tell you the answer in the next one. Okay? Now the question number 12. What is the role of memory in computer functioning? What type of memory does the computer work with? Computer functioning, working of the memory. Now, memory work in computer functioning. Just take an example. You want to execute MS Word, right? Now, what is the functioning? To run MS Word. Now the role of the memory. Where the MS Word? MS Word is on the secondary storage device. Means on the hard disk. First is come to the RAM. Then only you can execute the program. Okay, come in the RAM. From RAM, at the time of executing the line, what is the MS Word? It's a lots of line. All the line will not execute all together one by one. So which line when a single line is executing, this line will come to the register. That is functioning of the memory. That is the work of the memory. Computer function means you are executing a program. First work, that program should come in the main memory, and at the time of the execution, the line which that line which is executing by the processor, it should come to the register. That is the working of the memory at the time of the computer functioning. Now, what are RAM and ROM? How are they alike? How are they different? RAM, ROM. What is RAM? Alike. What is alike? First, alike. Both are primary memory. What is the primary memory? Primary memory is the memory through which your processor interact directly. So processor can interact directly with the RAM and with the ROM both. So alike means both are primary. Both are primary. Same. Difference. First difference, RAM is volatile and ROM is non-volatile. Volatile means whatever the content you store in the RAM, when the power is off, content is gone. And ROM, what the content is present, you are not writing. You can't write on the ROM. So, but whatever the content present on the ROM, it will not delete at the time of the power gone. It will be present. The second difference, you can write on RAM. आप रैम पर लिख सकते हो, कोई भी कंटेंट आपको स्टोर करना हो रैम पर आप डाल सकते हैं, बट यू कांट राइट ऑन रॉम. That is the basic difference. It is the volatile, it is not volatile. You can read and write both. Means you can write. Reading both is the present, it's the like. But the difference, you can write the data on the RAM, but you can't write the data on the ROM. Right? What is the system software? The next question is, what is the system software? In your chapter, some mobile system, but currently this mobile system is not in your course. Some cutting one. So, mobile system is one. Now the 20. Question number 20. What is the system software? What is the software? Software is a program, instructions, lines of code. The system software is program which is working, which is related to the computer hardware. Means the program which work on the computer hardware, work which lines work on the computer hardware. So that is the system program. Means the program on which you are handling this computer system, working on the system. So that program is the system software. What role does it play in the functioning of the computer system? System software, first working BIOS, normal booting system. Second, operating system, the software which control all the hardware devices of your computer. Language translator means if you are writing a program in your understandable language, how can computer understand? There should be a mediator called translator. So all the working, utilities, disk defragmenter, all the working, it's come in the system software. Now, role of the utility. Question number 21. Role of utility. Role of utility software. Text editor. Text editor. Disk defragmenter. Backup. Antivirus. One more. Okay, utility. I had given you the notes, complete notes. So from there, you can write each thing about this utility. Means text editor, you can edit the text, write a text, edit a text, defragmenter, sum up all the assigned space, combine all assigned place to one place so the empty space come all together, so you can easily use that empty space. Backup, take the data, one copy of the data, so at the time of any lost, you can recover from the lost. And antivirus is a software which can detect the virus on your system, destroy, delete, or do something so that your system is safe from the virus. Now, what is the importance of OS? 22. Importance of OS. Operating system is a system software which manage all the hardware of your system. So the working is the processor management, IO management, file management, memory management. Processor means your processing device, which process will go to the processor for what time, after that which processor will execute, which process will take the input, which input unit is done by the or come in the process management. IO management, your all input output devices, how it work, how it assign the data, how it transfer the data. File management, managing the secondary storage device, and memory management means managing your RAM. All the working is done by the operating system. All the controlling of the hardware, management of the hardware is done by the OS. Without the OS, you can't run your computer. That means any application software run on the OS. OS is the basic software. Without OS, you can't work on your hardware. So the working. Okay. Now disk defragmenter, backup you can write. So complete the assignment and submit the assignment. I have taken all the questions which you have to submit. Write down using the PDF and submit the assignment. Okay. Thank you.